Today we're going to be exploring the controversial story of Nova Online. Nova used to have a TikTok account with over 300,000 followers until he was hacked. He gained the attention of hackers and people that like to mess with him because he's considered a lolcow, and as well as some pretty dark things that he's done and his obsession with age regression. Nova gained his popularity from a food review video that he did about Wingstop.
Trying Wingstop for the first time. Cajun seasoned fries. Okay. Mildly spicy, but nothing that I can't bear. These are actually pretty decent. 8 out of 10. Mango habanero wings. Oh, wow. Okay, these are very, very spicy. Oh, wow. They're very spicy, but they're still pretty good. 7 out of 10. Dr. Pepper. Always slaps. 10 out of 10. Lemon pepper wings. Lemon pepper wings are absolutely stunning. They're amazing. 9 out of 10. Garlic parmesan tenders. Really good. 8 out of 10.
This and many other food review videos that he would do would garner him over 300,000 followers. But instead of praise on these videos, he would receive ridicule for his stereotypical Discord moderator appearance. And him posting these type of videos probably didn't help.
Promise strength. Ain't nobody man enough to feel the pain.
And then the internet being the internet, some people would take these videos and slightly edit them.
Screw you, touch grass and get a job.
As well as the time that he was featured on the local news.
Can I get a fresh on YouTube, please?
This would lead to a surge in followers that would primarily tune in to mock him. It was discovered that Nova was following a lot of minor accounts on his TikTok page. YouTuber Underflow discovered while he was doing research for his video that Nova was following an alarming amount of minor accounts on his TikTok page.
I was doing some digging, and as I was doing the digging, I found that Nova followed a multitude of underage children, boys and girls, and people who suck on binkies, people who are so young and insane, people that I would consider to be anywhere from 3 years younger than him by 10. He follows them on his very own public TikTok of his 2,000 followers. I'm going to blur out their usernames and faces.
And I haven't physically seen these accounts with my own eyes because everywhere I've looked, they've always been blurred out. At the making of this video, Nova is 20. When all of this occurred, he was 18 years old. And there is more stuff that has happened recently, but we're going to get to that a little later. By the way, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and leave a comment down below saying hello. One of the things that really put the nail in the coffin for Nova is that he got caught talking to an alleged 14-year-old on Discord.
Twinkle will die, how I wonder why you are up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle will die, how I wonder what you are.
You did so good.
Aww.
I love your singing voice.
Don't be surprised if I fall asleep on call again. But as you said, I've been looking cute when I sleep.
And then there's the video that surfaced of him allegedly asking a minor how often they touch themselves.
So how often do you masturbate?
And then he would later be seen in Discord defending himself. The conversation went like this. Someone said, yeah, taken out of context, how you wanted to sleep in voice chat with a 14-year-old, asked a 14-year-old how often he would go on to say that they were being inappropriate towards me, with the other person saying, and you was being it back. He would then respond with, they did it more. And then he would say, it's not my fault. I'm attracted to And then he would then go live after these accusations, claiming that it was all photoshopped with no mention of the videos.
Being on small TikTokers, just trying to be fun, but all you want to do is falsely accuse them of crap they never did. Y'all are being legitimate assholes. Have you ever seen an episode of Darman? You would know to not be an asshole to people you don't know nothing about. Don't judge people before you get to know them. Proof my it's all photoshopped. It's been proven. You're in timeout for like 5 minutes. Then I'll turn back on speaking privileges. Maybe. Now you better effing behave. You guys need to get a job instead of wasting your fat on small TikTokers. Those are clearly effing photoshopped. And if I can, I'll get my effing lawyers into this. You guys have no effing father. This is you, and this hand is me.
And it was around this time that it was discovered that he was into age regression. And according to Sigmund Freud, regression in adults can arise at any age. It entails retreating to an earlier development stage, emotionally, socially, or behaviorally. Insecurity, fear, and anger can cause an adult to regress. In essence, individuals revert to a point in their development when they felt safer and when stress was non-existent, or when an all-powerful parent or another adult would have rescued them. Regressive behavior can be simple or complex, harmful or harmless to the individual showing the behavior and to those around them. And I'll have the link to that study in my description down below if anybody is interested in learning more about that. But basically, age regression is a trauma response, a coping mechanism where an individual reverts back to a younger age to find comfort and manage stress. And pictures of Nova surfaced online of him sucking on a binky and cuddling a stuffed unicorn, as well as him posting himself in a diaper on Discord saying hoping for a wet night again, and him allegedly showing his diaper to a minor in his Discord. And from what I've read, typically age regression isn't sexual. And as long as you're not hurting anyone, then whatever, do what you want. Even though it may be weird, I guess we're all weird. Some just a little weirder than others, and that's okay. But the problem here is that it was alleged that he was making it sexual, with him saying they need proof of me effing a child for me to get arrested, and that it was just a joke, which I don't know who in their right mind would joke about that. And then this one saying, I don't believe in once a P word, always a P word. And I would like to point out that the consistency in his Discord username changes here, which he could have changed, but I do find it kind of weird that it is different in this photo. And I want to reiterate that this is alleged. I have no way of proving if this was real or not. And then when the allegations came out, he tried to build a case to defend himself, saying, I need all the evidence I can get that proves I'm not a P word. DM me all the evidence you can. And he was also seen in a ABDL Discord, which stands for Adult Baby Diaper Lover, which again, from what I've read, it's mainly not sexual, but Nova was making it and more so making him fall under the diaper fetishism category. It's a type of garment fetish in which a person derives pleasure from themselves or partners wearing or using a diaper. He would be seen in this Discord that was geared towards that. They would have not safe for work sections for images. They would have a toys section, BDSM section, and age play, and as well as some other obscene things, with the caption on this video allegedly stating that he gets a rise out of seeing wet diapers, which I don't see Nova's username there or him saying anything that insinuates this, but I'm assuming that they said that because they seen that he was in this Discord talking, so they assumed that that was why he was in there. And then some sexual furry images, and here they found his username under the members list of this Discord, with the info for this certain section of the Discord saying, for all the images focusing on the age, play, kink, or characters in diapers, become a carefree baby. And then the alleged proof that he said there's nothing wrong with having a kink that isn't illegal, as well as him responding to this message saying he didn't know she was 14. It's not even that young either, with Nova saying they act like she was 12. And then a bunch of other messages where he's talking about waking up wet in the middle of the night in his diaper and just talking more about his kink. And all of this led to him getting hacked, losing his TikTok account.
This is not a drill. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. My main account just got hacked. My main account just got hacked. I am really working really hard to get it back. I am so under so much stress right now. My main account just got hacked. I fell for a phishing scam in my email. It's just...
And spoiler alert, he would never get his account back. He would go on to make a new TikTok called the Novine Universe, which has around 49,000 followers. And this account consists of him posting old videos that he went viral for or got a lot of views, or videos of his workout journey. And all of this would eventually lead to him getting banned from his own church. People would contact the church, making them aware of everything that was going on. Someone sending a text to them saying, "Hi, I'm texting you about one of your members, Gage or Nova, whatever his name is. And they said, we have been talking to local authorities for weeks now. Thank you for your concern. It is being handled with the police and our head of security. If you have evidence of something illegal, you should report it to local authorities as well." And after Nova was banned from this church, he would then do a live stream.
I'm at my breaking point. You're effing trolls who have nothing else better to do! You guys have anything else better to do than check out your fat asses and your content universe!
And these next screenshots I got from the Leaping Lemurs video, where he states that Nova could be seen interacting with a age regression bot, further proving his interest in this kink. And he can be seen using the exclamation slut command twice. In one instance he did it and it said head empty, diaper full. Repeat this to yourself 3 times and give yourself, I think that's candy, for being an obedient little baby. And another one where it says you look so cute in your passy gag, locking mittens and thick bulky padding. Here's candy for looking like such a little snack. And then someone can be seen tagging him saying your turn, and then he says starts to turn slightly red. No, I can't find any that are my size. And then the bot responds and says, well, we have diapers in every person's size, and on top of that we have 7 different thicknesses too. Starts to calm down a lot more now, knowing that they have my size. I was getting worried. Let's see what designs you have. Giggles. Well, first, would you rather a quick change or a slower traditional change? I think I want to see what the quick change does. Well, what it does is put a diaper on you, but how it does it is what's different. I say as my tail presses gently against your crotch and your panties puff up into a size 4 diaper with a pink heart pattern as a fresh layer of powder is applied to you. They're all good and padded. Touches diaper gently. Wow, it's nice and comfy. Do you like the pattern, sweetie? I ask as I pat you gently. Yes, it's so cute. Do you have any other questions or requests for me before I give you your dorm key and school map? Yes, where do I go if I need to change? Because I feel like I would be bad at putting them on myself. And then there's the Discord announcement of Nova's alleged ex-girlfriend making an announcement calling him out for liking minors. She says, Nova, F you for treating me like literal crap for so long. You never cared about me, and you clearly only care about minors more than your own girlfriend. When you come back to this, you'll say I was a troll, but sadly I was not. F every time you told me you were too busy to talk to me. Every time you told me to send my mom to jail. F every time you put your needs over mine. F the times where you called me a B and never defended me. And if you dare group me together with those who doxed me, go F yourself. Oh yeah, and there was Nova's alleged Reddit page, which no longer exists. A lot of these videos and screenshots I got from Scoldger. Feel free to go check that out if you'd like. I'll have the link in the description. And then there was the time that Nova decided to partner up with a guy that said that when Logan Paul recorded the dead body in the forest, that guy was lucky to be on camera.
Because I'm a Japanese maverick, I deserve to have a platform. And the guy who died should be lucky to be in Logan Paul's vlogs. I'd do anything, even that, to be in Logan Paul's vlogs, because you get recognized by a lot of people, you know, millions of people. And since I'm a maverick, we do different things. So even though a normal person would not film it, we're mavericks, so we film it anyway. So, Maverick style.
This guy would then go on to create a questionable anime called Black the Anime, which was clearly racist.
I hope nothing bad happens while I was gone.
Aren't you going to tell me to stop? Don't think I won't do it. I've already messed up my life.
Are you talking to me?
Everyone knows I've said that word.
have to go to class, weirdo.
And like I said, Nova would go on working with this guy, in which Nova said that he was the director and the main character voice actor in this new anime, Ohio, coming out.
Hey y'all, I am so glad to be working on Ohio, the anime. My name is Nova, and I am playing the Nova character in Ohio, the anime. Me and my best friend Kyle is making an anime where I'm the main character. He's in prison and I'm the new leader. We offer products like manga and our own streaming service called Crunchyroll. Currently we have an anime airing called Black the Anime. Hello, this is the Ohio the Anime director. We would like to present the story for Ohio the Anime. The main character, Jamal, along with his class, travels into one of the most mysterious places in the world, also known as Ohio. He has to face enemies like me, Nova, and the Ohio President and Ohio Queen. Follow for more updates on Ohio, the anime.
And it appeared to be that this was a scam because they were having people pay to actually voice act on this. Where usually shows pay the voice actor instead of the voice actor paying them. And there was actually a TikToker that made a video about this, explaining it pretty well. Burning Barn Productions posted this video having this to say about it.
It's a scam. Ohio the anime is a scam. Let me show you. Nearly all the videos on this TikTok account have the same sentiment in the description. Join the Discord server. Be a voice actor. I joined the Discord server, and the first thing I see is server subscriptions. And for a measly $10 a month, you can be a side character. Oh, you don't want to be a side character. Gotcha. Completely understandable. For $30 a month, you can be a main character. I am not a professional voice actor by any metric, but I can tell you this. I've voice acted long enough to know that this stuff never happens. You don't pay to get a role. What about the auditioning process? And if you check their most recent videos on their platform, apparently they've been firing some of their voice actors. Yeah, some of the voice actors have been let go. Cool. They got their money back, right?
Nova would then go on to make a video talking about how he left the project and how he never knew all of this was going on behind the scenes.
Hey y'all, it's Nova Kadri. About 2 to 4 weeks ago, I cut ties with Ohio the anime. I tried to make an explanation about it, but TikTok took down the video without informing me, so not a lot of people know what happened. So I'm assuming I joined around back in October when I got a message from one of their managers asking if I wanted to be a part of the anime. But what I didn't know is that behind the scenes, Lassen was scamming people. So, for example, obviously I did know about the charging people and all that. But what I didn't know is that he wasn't even contacting the people who were paying for parts in the anime. Which is crazy. I've got something for you. 2 middle fingers for all the people you've scammed. If I had $1 for every time that you have used someone and scammed someone, I'd probably be rich and can actually afford college.
And that brings us to Nova versus Tofiachu. They started having arguments towards each other, talking about who was worse than the other. Basically, it was an all-out war between Tofiachu and Nova. Now, if you don't know who Tofiachu is, she's a TikToker with over 300,000 followers. And if you want to know the lore in its fullest of Tofiachu, I have an hour-long video that talks all about it. But the TLDR is that she's much like Nova in regards to that she's a locale and has a following of people that just like to watch her to hate on her. And so Nova goes and releases a video saying that he is no longer a fan of Tofia.
This is a message to Tofia. Guys, if you don't know who Tofia is, she is a TikToker that has a little less followers than me, but we pretty much make similar content in a sort of way. Guys, Tofia is racist towards Mexicans, and she says horrible stuff about Asians. And Tofia, if you're watching this, I'm calling you out. This is not right. What you are doing is completely wrong, and everybody in this world should be equal. God said that all men are created equal, and therefore, we should all be equal. We should learn to get along in this world, and Tofia, you are not resembling that. So Tofia, if you're watching this, I cannot believe all the stuff that I have seen about you. And I'm sorry, but I am no longer a fan of yours.
Now, I'm not sure what the response to that video was from Tofia exactly, but there is a video that I found of her responding to Nova saying that he's going to sue her.
Like, Nova was out here saying that he's gonna sue me for defamation. Bro, you can't sue someone for defamation if there's a whole video on you. You followed 9-year-olds on TikTok when you were 19. You followed people who did age regression and sucked on binkies. Respectfully, you sent videos, disrespectfully, actually not respectfully, disrespectfully, you sent videos to minors showing them that you wear diapers. And I don't want people to come at me because people tried to excuse him in the Discord. They tried to say that I'm shaming him because he could possibly have a disorder where he wears diapers, blah blah blah. People tried to like literally defend him on that when he literally said that he likes wearing diapers because it's some sort of kink. He said that he enjoys wearing them. He didn't say that he wears them because of some sort of disability. They also tried to use his disability in the Discord as an excuse to excuse him for his actions. Like, you know better than to not be talking to a 14-year-old. And I will gladly love to see you in court. That way, I can show the judge everything that you've done. And then they'll probably want to start a criminal investigation and look into you. Because he literally said, this is what he said to me. He said, he's taking me to court for defamation. And he's gonna sue me.
And this situation is just ironic because here you have two people that both have very similar allegations towards each other, yet they're both denying all of it and saying the other person is the one that's the bad one.
I know that a lot of y'all are comparing me to Tofia, but hey, at least I'm not a 28-year-old fat ass who still lives with their parents and has no job and barely does anything with their lives but do TikTok lives all day. At least I have a job where I work as a prep chef at a local restaurant and I'm actually making decent money off of it, and at least I'm not lounging around doing Discord mod fat ass stuff all day.
Which, from what I've seen, he was allegedly fired from his job as well. And then he goes on to make a video where he's making a mocktail, where he's mocking and calling out Tofia while he's making a drink.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Fat BITCH disease, aka type 3 diabetes. Alright, so we're gonna start off this mocktail with a little bit of disrespect towards Mama Chew and Brother Chew, a hint of racism and then saying it's not racist, a touch of framing shit on MG and I to cover up what she did, and a touch of this up here. Let's take a moment to admire that this looks exactly like swamp water. Alright, and there you have it, Tofia's potion that she has tried. Let's try it out. Cheers. I'm gonna regret this. That is shit.
And then Tofia would respond with this.
Anyways, and then you got Nova, right? Nova, you know, made that whole video with the drink, making a mock drink about me and thinking that he dragged me. You didn't drag anyone. You should be dragging your uncle, who's racist and also transphobic, because I remember the post that your uncle posted during that I found out during Black History Month, where he said, if people are offended by this, which was the Confederate flag, then I'm offended by this, which was a picture of a bunch of young black men standing together with their pants sagging and saying that he's offended by that. And it was a very racist post. And then come to find out, somebody in the Discord said that your uncle is also transphobic. And what did you do? You raged. You said nobody talks about, because you know this is Nova. He rages like he rages, right? He gets angry all the time.
And this would lead to Tofia's fans harassing Nova and Nova fans harassing Tofia, which in the end, this all eventually blows over and everybody forgets about it. Fast forward to now, the most recent events that has occurred with Nova is that he has allegedly started a podcast with a 15-year-old while Nova is now 20 years old.
Debut episode of Hour of Joy. And joining me is my social media manager, Sia.
Hi guys.
Okay, so
and it turns out that she could actually be a troll. The Leaping Lemur released a video 3 weeks ago with an update saying that she allegedly came to his chat and said that she was 15 years old and that she was just doing this to troll.
And then next thing you know, his little manager Sia showed up. and I decided to take the time to ask them some questions. So, you know, I started asking Sia about why she's talking to Nova, if she knows about all the things that he did, and she basically tells me that she's just in it for the trolling. When I heard that answer, I'm like, there's no like adult that's gonna respond with that, right? So I started asking her, like, how old are you? And the response I got was pretty shocking. It was an immediate admission that she was only 15 years old.
And the only thing that really aligns here is that the username that was in the chat is the same username that was used in the podcast. And this was the username in the YouTube chat and then the one in the podcast. Oh, and he got banned from this place he used to go do karaoke at all the time because people were calling in saying things about what he has done to them as well.
No, he just told me that if we see porn that I have to pay you.
And as far as I know, that's everything in most recent events. Now I would like to talk about the possibility that Nova has autism. And before I begin with this conversation, I'd like to preface that I am in no way a mental health expert, nor am I a psychologist or a doctor that can diagnose any type of illness or disease or any kind of mental illness. I have never seen Nova mention anything about having autism or any kind of mental issue. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it was brought to my attention by some of the viewers that have studied within this field, and they believe that there are signs of autism here. And I've been doing some research myself, and I can agree. And I would also suggest the same thing about Jupiter the hybrid. But in no shape or form does this excuse them of the things that they have allegedly done. The only remnants I can find of him saying anything about it is on his old TikTok page he had where he was supporting Autism Society of America, and in his new TikTok where it says advocating for mental health awareness. And the only other time I've ever heard this brought up is when Tofia was talking about it, how people were defending him because they said that he had some type of disorder in his Discord. And I'm a curious person that enjoys having more context to a situation and would like to know why somebody does what they do if I'm given the option. And I encourage everybody to have this discussion in the comments down below too, and let me know what you think. But I do suspect that he has ASD, which stands for autism spectrum disorder, with him being on the higher end of this, which can make somebody with autism susceptible to trolls, which funny enough is what a lolcow is. It's somebody that is unaware that they are being trolled by these people being mocked because of their difficulty interpreting social cues, their desire for social interactions, going along with things just because they think they're going to have a friendship out of it, even when the interactions are negative or harmful. And some individuals with autism have a trusting nature, assuming that others are being genuine and not recognizing when somebody is attempting to deceive or manipulate them, and also difficulty with emotional regulation, which can make them more reactive to negative comments, potentially leading them to respond in ways that encourage further trolling, which we see in some cases with Nova when he's responding to the trolls, getting really angry. And also going back to when the alleged 15-year-old showed up in Leaping Lemur's chat saying that she was just a troll and that she was just doing this for fun. And as well as some of the screenshots that were taken, there wasn't full context there, so we don't know if he was being baited into saying certain things. And when it comes to the age regression, it can be a coping mechanism for people with autism, and not just the diaper thing, but also in his mannerisms and how he dresses, how he speaks sometimes, from what I understand, are all signs of age regression. And again, these are not excuses for the things that he has allegedly done, but it does raise the question to how you can prevent something like this from happening if this is the case and he does have autism. And really, I think it just comes down to a better support system. I don't think he has a good support system because he's been seen multiple times getting angry at his uncle. And I have to cut a lot of this out because of the curse words, but just know that he is yelling as loud as he can.
I missed what my uncle said, and then he went off a full-on fucking rant. I'm fucking done. Okay, you little cunt. Yes, I said that. Motherfucker. I'm so motherfucking mad. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. No, I never fucking say. Fucking bitch. My fucking uncle again.
No, I'm not okay. My uncle yelling at me for no fucking reason again. Blocking my uncle is literally the equivalent to a death sentence. He hates being ignored. Bitch. I'm sorry that my uncle just fucking yelled at me for no fucking reason. This is all part of the reason I turned fucking emo.
And as far as I can tell, he lives with his uncle. I don't know if the mom is in the picture. I don't know if she's living there too, or if the uncle is just doing all this by himself. And as far as the dad goes, I believe his dad passed away when he was younger. But clearly there needs to be some boundaries and restrictions set for Nova and his online activity. And back to the topic of him putting himself in situations where he's hanging out with younger people. Individuals with autism might have development delays in social and emotional understanding, leading to difficulties in recognizing boundaries and the potential consequences of their actions. And they may also struggle to interpret and internalize social norms and rules, leading them to not understand why certain behaviors are considered inappropriate. They may not recognize that spending time with someone that is much younger can be perceived negatively by others, leading them to just engage with people because they find that they share similar interests or that they're just easier to interact with. And again, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm just somebody that's curious about these things, and I think it's important to talk about them, and I would love to know what you think about this. So please, let's have a conversation. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. And huge shout out to my Patreons. Thank you for all of the support. I appreciate you, and I'll see everybody in the next video.